Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. Now tonight I'm going to be watching a movie that I've never seen before. Never knew it existed until a little while ago. Tonight we're going to be watching, well, I can't see it. I can't see it. Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2. That's right, there is a part 2. Now, I watched the original either last year or the year before. Heck, it might have even been 3 years ago. I did an episode of Saturday Night Horror on the original, the first Dark Night of the Scarecrow, and I actually really enjoyed that one. I'm sorry it's so dark in here. I did not want to turn the light on the camera on. But, I really liked the first one. Have never seen the second one. It just got a 4K release this week, so picked it up. It was pretty cheap. Looking forward to watching it. If it's as good as the first one, then I'll be happy. But yeah, it doesn't really say what it doesn't say what it's about on the back here, so I have no idea what the second one is about. All I know is I hope it's at least as good as the first one, so I'm looking forward to watching this. We cooked earlier. I made chicken quesadillas. They turned out beautifully. After the disaster we had last week, I redeemed myself. Kinda, sorta, you'll see. But yeah, Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2 is our movie tonight. Chicken quesadillas is the meal. So, without further ado, let's get to that cooking footage, and after that we'll start our movie.
Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack.
Alright everyone, first thing we're going to do, all the fat has been trimmed off, so we'll put the chicken in this pot. Fill it up with cold water, just to cover the chicken up. Then we'll put it on the burner on high and let it boil for a few hours. Actually, let's put it on this one. Let's do this one. Let it boil for a few hours and we'll be back. Alright, chicken is done, so we hand shredded it, put it in a bowl. Now we're going to cook it back in the pot with the Rotel for a little while to get it nice and hot. Alright, so it's all mixed together. We had to add some salsa because when I use things from cans, I drain the cans. Apparently you weren't supposed to do that this time. I wasn't notified till after the fact. So we added some salsa, and we're going to cook this for a little while. Alright, so what we're doing is we're putting a tortilla shell down in this hot pot, putting some of the chicken mixture in the middle with the cheese, and another one on top, and we'll cook them on each side. Alright, so we ended up doing 3 of those. Cut them in half again, and here we are. Chicken quesadillas, dinner is served. Alright everyone, it's time. Let's watch our movie. There we go, that's a better view of it right there. You can actually see it. Dark Night of the Scarecrow 1 and 2 double feature. We're going to watch part 2 here. Movies and commentaries, disc 1. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, the only football game they're showing right now is Colorado State. Both those teams suck. Colorado might be the most overrated team in all of college football. Surprised Bella didn't come out here to close the tray. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Yeah. The most overrated team in all of college football. Uh-oh. Little sneak preview was to come on the vlog this week. We'll get to that in the vlog this week. Alright. Ooh. BCIentertainment.com. Yeah, there's part one. I think I chose part two. I couldn't tell which one I was highlighting. I think I picked part two. An hour, 24 minutes. I believe this is part two. Well, anyway, while we figure out which one we're actually watching here, let's turn the light off. Alright, all the lights in the house are off, and we are going to try to figure out which one we're watching. I do believe I chose part two. Here, let me block that for a second so I don't get a copyright. Hey, Bella. Hey, pretty girl. You wanna watch a movie with me? Alright, so I think this is part two. We'll go ahead and watch this, and I'll be back when it's over. Okay, we are indeed watching part two. It is called Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2, Straw Eyes. Straw Eyes. Alrighty then. Steven, why are you watching college football? I thought you were watching the horror movie. I was watching Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2. I turned off Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2. I said deuces to Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2. That was bad. This is one of those rare occasions where I didn't even bother to finish watching the movie. I'd had enough. Good God, man. This would have been better off just not being made. This was absolutely horrible. This looked like a high school video club project. This was so god awful. The acting was horrendous. The acting was absolutely horrible. Like, they just pulled random folks off the street and said, "Hey, do you want to be in a horror movie? Here's your lines." Yeah, absolutely horrible acting. I didn't even make it far enough to see the damn Scarecrow. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even make it that far. I saw one kill, and they wouldn't show the Scarecrow. It's guy goes in his barn, and he hears some shuffling noises, so he picks up one of those giant scythes. He turns around, and he sees something. I'm assuming it was the Scarecrow, and of course he starts backing up and trips and falls, and so you see the scythe get lifted up in the air, and they have a scene where you just see the scythe moving. Someone's holding it and walking towards the guy, but you don't see it. You just see the scythe moving, and next thing you know, it goes to the barn door with blood on it. This was horrible, man. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like I said, I didn't even make it far enough to see the damn Scarecrow. I cannot confirm that there even was a Scarecrow in the movie, because it was just so bad. I'd had enough. I'd rather watch the most overrated team in college football, the Colorado Buffaloes, play Colorado State. This was bad. I guess I could say the only good thing about getting this is that I have the first one on 4K now. So I'll definitely watch the first one again, but this second one, it sucked whale balls. It was a giant steaming pile of goat feces, and I will never, ever, 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 ever watch it again. It was that bad, man. It has been quite a while since I've turned off a movie. I'm trying to think, man. I can think of 2 movies that I've turned off. One of them, I even packed up my green screen during the video. I keep forgetting I have the green screen, man. I might have to bring the green screen back. But yeah, I can think of 2 that I actually turned off and didn't finish watching. This is number 3. There might have been more, but it's so rare that it had happened in quite a while. I do not recommend Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2 from what I saw. If it did happen to get any better, I wouldn't know, because it was just so bad to begin with. I felt like I was just watching Amateur Hour. Yeah, that sucked. At least dinner was good. There's that. And like I said, at least now I've got part 1 on 4K. But yeah, disappointing night movie-wise. So Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2 will never be watched again. It will not even be spoken of again on this channel. Ever. So yeah, disappointing to say the least, but at least dinner was good, right? So that being said, it is 10:55 p.m. We're in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left. I'll go ahead and watch the end of this game and go edit what little bit of footage I managed to record for this. Disappointing night tonight. Disappointing night. So hopefully next week we bounce back. I don't know what I'm going to watch, but we'll figure something out. It can't be as bad as this one, can it? I hope it's not. So anyway, pretty bad night for Saturday Night Horror movie-wise. Apologies. They can't all be winners, and this one definitely was not a winner. This one was definitely a stinker. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. On behalf of myself and Baby Bella, now I see why she didn't even bother to come close the tray. She knew this one was going to suck. Good job, Bella. We appreciate y'all watching. We wouldn't wish this movie on anybody. And hopefully we get a next one, or a better one next week. So until then, y'all have a good weekend, have a good week. We'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care.